Hello, and welcome to episode 140 of Bardic Quest. Our heroes are about to engage in combat with the mysterious balls of light that reside deep within the dragon barrows. Will they emerge victorious, and will they be able to lay claim to the weapon of Thorik's ancestors? So, without further ado, let's get into this week's episode of Bardic Quest. Everybody to please roll initiative.
What? The ground?
No, the big ball of light, which is suddenly looking rather displeased and aggressive.
That is
the ball of light.
The ball of light, indeed.
A 6.
5.
7.
Oh boy.
Hang on.
17.
This ball of light.
1 minute.
Okay,
He's preparing for the magic trick.
that's going to be an 18 for the ball of light.
Oh.
Oh.
So actually, Saga, you're kind of... excuse me.
Fucked.
You're kind of around the corner from all of this at this point.
Okay.
But, Thorik, what you do see on the, or kind of below the planks, is a pit that is clearly about 10 foot deep, and inside of which are 3 very rusty swords with their blades pointed upwards, threatening to impale anybody that would fall down. But this ball of light will be going first. And this ball of light is going to move towards you, Thorik, with a threatening glow. And you are going to feel a sudden jolt as it kind of tries to shock you with some form of energy for 10 against your armor class.
No.
Alright. And that is going to be its go. Thorik, you're up next. You are engaged now with this ball of light, with this pit before you.
Is it just the one thing?
There is just one ball of light here, yes.
Okay. Somehow I don't think hitting it is going to do me very well. I'm going to... Well, this will at least help my friends if that is the case. I'm going to hit it with my warhammer, first of all, or attempt to so just swings the head of his hammer at this ball of light to see what we can see.
Okay, sure. Roll to hit for me.
18 to hit.
18 will miss as you swing your hammer, and this thing just kind of dances around the head of your hammer.
Oh no.
Interesting.
It is tiny for all intents and purposes.
Okay.
just for clarity.
Just speaking at this thing, I have no idea whether it can understand me or not. I'll just say, it is mine by right, and I will claim it. Sees if there's any reaction.
It seems to just hover, almost in defiance, in front of you.
Ah. You belong in Flan, my defiant friend. That was awful. That was absolutely...
I appreciate it.
In which case, I'm going to use my bonus action and a second level spell slot to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Ooh, nice.
As he just raises his hand and summons the familial warhammer of his mother in spirit, sort of silver ghost-like form. And he'll just say, "Well, let's try this on for size again," and swings the other hammer at this thing.
Okay, roll to hit for me.
Lovely. That would be a 23 to hit.
A 23 will indeed hit.
Good.
As you strike it with your spiritual hammer, roll for damage for me.
Lovely. That is a total of, not the best, but not bad, 5 force damage.
5 force damage. All right. Okay, as you strike true with your spiritual weapon, striking against it, as it lets out a strange, almost cry, as it takes a wound. Or 5. All right.
Hearing the squirrel, I'm like, I don't want to hurt you, little ball of light, but
all right.
we could be friends.
Anything else you'd like to do, Thorik?
Encourage it to be my special little light companion. Like, we could be such friends. Think of the wonders we could see. No, thank you.
It's just a cutscene of you two frolicking through like summer flower fields. Wouldn't it be
All right, Marvellus. You are witness to all of this, as you are right behind Thorik. You can at least see the ball of light, even if you can't see the rest of the room.
Yes.
What would you like to do? There is a pit also at Thorik's feet. I should also...
At Thorik's feet, but on the other side of him.
Indeed, yes.
Yes, lovely.
Basically, the ball of light is now hovering above this pit.
I shall rush to his side.
Yes.
Gingerly. And with Lightbringer aloft, I am going to try and bat at the thing like a rolled up newspaper at a fly.
Nice. Go for it. Roll to hit for me.
Well, that's going to... First attack is definitely going to miss with a 12.
Yeah, it will indeed, as it will dance around Lightbringer, much like it did.
And the second, however, is a 23.
Ooh, a 23 will absolutely hit, as you manage to strike true with Lightbringer this time. Light upon light.
Light upon light. We'll see what it do. Yes, we shall. So it does. Does Lightbringer just do? It does extra radiant damage to undead, but I think it's just magical bludgeoning damage for its which one. So that is going to be a 7.
Does that include your additional damage?
It does.
Okay. All right. So 7.
Is that additional damage in terms of my strength modifier?
No, in terms of
undead.
In terms of undead.
Oh, lovely. Well, in that case, we add an extra 4 to that.
So that's 11 points of damage.
Indeed.
Yes? Alrighty. Okay. Cool. All right. So it lets out another whimper as you manage to strike it with your Lightbringer with a second strike. Or with the second strike, rather.
Bugger off!
Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think I could. I'm trying to there's not much point trying to shove it, so I don't think this thing can get prone. So no, I will remain as I am.
Okay, all right. I presume you're going to have to take a step back, though, to get out of Thorik's space and go back to your original position, yeah?
Yes, indeed.
Righto. Okie doke.
Stay within 5 feet of him, though.
Of course. Sergei, then. You can't really see what's going on because you're right at the back. No, you're not. Sorry, I've got that the wrong way around. You're not right at the back. You're around the corner. So you've seen Marvellus step in, strike at something, and step back, but you can't quite see exactly what it is he's striking at this point.
Fire! And I'll run in. And can I reach this ball of light?
You can, but you won't be able to stay where you are. You will have to move back down the corridor after you've shuffled forward to hit it and then shuffle backwards. Unless, of course, you want to... well, actually, you can't leap past it 'cause you can't go through. Actually, no, you might be able to, actually, as a halfling. Go through an enemy square.
Let me check.
I think halflings might be able to.
I think it has to be one size larger than you, I think.
Yes, that's true. And this is tiny.
The size is larger than yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. In which case, you can't do that.
Cool.
It's got no legs to run through.
Indeed. So, yes, you would have to shuffle back, but you can get to it, yes.
I will do that, and I will hit it with Stephen.
All right, go for it. Roll to hit for me.
I don't think a nat 1's going to do it.
No. You actually struggle, really, to get a good swing in because it's quite congested down that corridor.
Well, I will shuffle back, and...
Any bonus action you'd like to take?
Not just yet. I'll stay here for now.
All right. Okay. So, Saga, you are up next. You have not been able to see any of this other than seeing Sergei shuffle forward and shuffle back because you are right down the tunnel. But you can hear commotion, certainly.
So I'll get to so I can see what's happening.
Okay. And you can see this ball of light with a spiritual warhammer behind the ball of light just before Thorik.
Yeah. So what do we do with it?
Smack it!
Okay, she's
They
gonna
hit me first.
try to smack it then.
All right, sure. So roll to hit for me then, please.
That is a 14 to hit.
14 will miss as it dances around your blade defiantly.
Extra attack?
By all means, go for it.
Is there flanking? Because we're all huddled around it.
I don't know if spiritual... You're not really huddled around it because you're all kind of stuck down the corridor.
Yeah.
But I don't know
Fair
if
enough.
spiritual weapon will count as
doesn't,
flanking. I
unfortunately.
don't think so, no. So yeah, no flanking, I'm afraid.
Okay.
You're queuing up to hit it at this point.
Well, it's 9. That's not gonna hit.
No, 9's not going to hit either, I'm afraid.
Can't.
No, I said smack it!
I tried to.
And it is like an annoying fly, just kind of dodging your every blow. All right. Anything else you'd like to do, Saga, aside from moving back to your
all I
original
can
position?
do. I'm not doing action surge on this. I'm not wasting it on this.
All right. In which case, then, we are at the top of the round. This ball of light, which, by the way, Thorik, I think you were perhaps otherwise elsewhere, but Marvellus has confirmed, due to extra damage courtesy of Lightbringer, that this is, in fact, undead. Just in case you wanted to know. So, this thing is going to once again attempt to shock you, Thorik. It would help if I didn't throw my dice on the floor. Let's try that again.
As it does so, Wayne, I would
Yes.
like to use my shield, to use my protection fighting style, to use my reaction to impose disadvantage, please.
Oh, you bastard. Okay. Oh, well, I mean, it makes 0 difference because both dice are exactly the same result. So, that is going to be a dirty 20 against your armor class, sorry.
I try.
Yes. Thank you, Marvellus. I really appreciate that. But
All
no,
right.
that
As
hit
this spark of energy just strikes at you, Thorik, as you take 11 points of lightning damage.
me. Ooh.
Lightning.
And that is going to be its turn. Thorik, how do you respond?
With anger. like, taking it, and I'm going to thwack it with my warhammer, and then thwack it with my spiritual warhammer.
All right. Let's do normal warhammer first.
El normal. Ooh, 19 on the dice. That'll be a 25 to hit.
25 will certainly hit as you swing your warhammer at it and manage to strike it. The annoying little fly that it is, as it lets out a little shriek. Again, roll for damage for me.
Stop being adorable. 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
9 points of bludgeoning damage, which I don't believe that is magical bludgeoning damage, is it?
No.
So it will be 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
I see. I say, it's going to be like that, is it, then?
As your kind of hammer kind of passes through it, it kind of distorts it for a moment, and then it kind of reforms itself. Anything else you'd like to do? You got your spiritual warhammer, right?
The spiritual warhammer comes in.
Nice.
Lovely. Dirty 20?
Oh, that'll certainly hit.
Okay, good. 6 points of force damage?
6 points of force damage is certainly going to hit for the full amount.
Yes.
As you manage to strike it with your spiritual warhammer, and again it lets out a little shrill cry. Anything else you'd like to do?
Can I get round without leaving its range? Can I get round it to create flanking with my companions?
Unfortunately not, because you are in the tunnel, and it is at the mouth of the tunnel.
Oh, I see. So it's like blocked us from getting further into the...
Yeah.
Right. Very well. In which case I will not do that. And I'll stay still.
Okay. In which case then...
Seems to be all I can do.
Marvellous. You have seen this thing shock Thorik. You've seen Thorik get a couple of hits in on it. What would you like to do?
Vile net and smack it.
Go for it. Roll for me.
Okay, that's good. That's a 24.
It'll certainly hit. And Lightbringer is magical as well, so...
yeah, so and it's the extra 1d6.
Indeed, yes.
Lovely. Well, that will be 14.
14 points of damage. How, sir, are you finishing it?
As it buzzes around, I'm like, just lightly smack, just a quick flick of the wrist, sort of, yeah.
How about you?
And
smack it. What happens when I hit it? Does it?
Well, it lets out one final cry, and then you watch as the light almost fades out of view, leaving nothing behind.
I look smugly over my shoulder and say, "You have to aim for what it's going to be."
Oh, you do know.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Yes, it does.
Was that it?
Well, Thorik, your hammer awaits.
Yeah. With the hammer, my spiritual hammer still floating with me, I attempt to head towards it.
Okay. Towards the hammer, yeah?
Yeah.
With the skull. Okay. So you hop, skip, and a jump over the pit.
Yep.
And then making your way towards the skull with the hammer upon it. So, of course, there's not just the skull. Of course, there's also the couple of sarcophagi in here as well. And as you enter into this chamber, unopposed, it seems, you see it widens out left and right, so that the entire width of the room is about 60 feet wide. You can see that there are these four kind of earth pillars almost holding up the ceiling of this chamber. Yeah, you manage to enter unopposed as the rest watch on as you step on in.
Okay. From here, the sarcophagi, how close are they to me?
Well, so if you're stood next to the skull, you mean?
Yeah, how close are they to me?
Within 10 feet.
Can I see any detail on them from here? If they're made of stone, perhaps? If they look dwarven in design?
They do look dwarven in design, and they are indeed made of stone. Any particular details you were looking for?
Well, I was wondering if I could denote my stone cunning and see if I can pick up any details of history, people that might be within, any deep curses that might have been placed upon anything.
Sure. Do you want to give me a history check with advantage, please? Because of your stone cunning.
I'm so glad of that advantage. That is a 17.
17. So, you managed to look around. As I say, they are indeed dwarven in design. And you can tell that one of the sarcophagi has the name Crystrid Silverhorn emblazoned upon it. And the other sarcophagi seems to, at least in terms of what is denoted upon the sarcophagi, seems to hold the remains of what it looks to be Crystrid's unnamed squire.
Interesting. Noting that and intending to go and look at the sarcophagi in more detail, he focuses on the task at hand and stands atop unties the rope from himself so he's not attached to the
Sure.
to the wall. Climbs atop the skull. And goes to pick up the hammer.
Okay. As Thorik is, you see him kind of clambering up the skull. Is there anything anybody else would like to do?
Should we get over the other side?
Yes, mind your footing, though.
Yes. I'm going to jump over.
Okay, so Sergei hops over into the room as well.
I shall join him.
Okay.
Halil.
Join in the room as well.
Okay, sure.
That's what
I'd
I
like
said.
to stand in the entranceway to the room, if I may.
Sure. So, Marvellus, Saga and Sergei, whereabouts in the room are you headed then, if Thorik is clambering up the skull?
So the sarcophagi are like at the base.
So they're at the far end of the room. The skull is just kind of to the side.
I'll just be sort of near the skull in case he needs a hand.
Okay, sure.
I'm going to head over to the unnamed squire, sarcophagi.
Yeah.
Kind of lean on the wall next to it and just go, hey, you and me both, eh?
All right. So Thorik, you clamber up onto this skull.
I do.
And you reach out and you're going to pick up the hammer, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you reach out with your hand and you grasp at the handle of the hammer. And as you do so, nothing immediately happens.
I don't like the word immediately.
And
is it physical? Is it corporeal?
It is corporeal. You certainly grip it. And then you lift the hammer up off of the skull. And that is where we will end for the session.
Oh,
you bugger.
Ooh,
that's what I...
swine!
You know how I love doing this.
Cue the music.
Hey there, Questers. I just wanted to take a quick moment to say a huge thank you to all of our Patreon supporters and YouTube members. Your support really helps to keep this channel going strong. So I wanted to give a special shout out to each and every one of you, our incredible patrons and YouTube members, who are Woodstrapper, Simon Jelly, Martin C, Gallus, Gary Lloyd, James Hamilton, J.R. Bellaston, Robert Treadwell, Jason Udall, Jason Bradwell, Nigel Raggett, Rebecca Hill, Giles McGee, and Caesars. Honestly, your support truly makes a huge difference, and we appreciate you more than we can express. And to those of you who haven't yet joined, I would invite you to consider becoming a patron or YouTube member. Not only will you unlock fantastic benefits, including early access to videos, exclusive behind-the-scenes content, and access to our Discord channel, but you'll also be directly contributing to the growth and success of this channel. But to everybody, thank you again for all of your support and helping us to tell these incredible adventures together.